In July 2010, the city of Memphis was shaken to its core. Lorenzen Wright, a hometown hero, NBA star, and beloved father of 6, had vanished. Days later, his body was found in a remote wooded area, riddled with bullet wounds. What unfolded over the next decade would reveal a sinister plot involving betrayal, greed, and cold-blooded murder, all orchestrated by someone he once trusted the most. This is the tragic and haunting story of Lorenzen Wright, from NBA fame to a fatal fall, and how justice finally caught up with those responsible. Born on November 4, 1975 in Oxford, Mississippi, Lorenzen Vern Gagne Wright was destined for greatness. Standing tall with natural talent, he was a basketball prodigy from a young age. He moved to Memphis, Tennessee, and soon became a legend at Booker T. Washington High School. He later played college ball at the University of Memphis, earning All-American honors. In 1996, Lorenzen was drafted 7th overall by the Los Angeles Clippers. Over the next 13 seasons, he played for several NBA teams, including the Memphis Grizzlies, where he became a hometown icon. Off the court, Lorenzen was known for his generosity. He gave back to his community, helped underprivileged youth, and even founded a scholarship fund after the death of his infant daughter, Sierra Simone. But despite the fame and accolades, dark clouds were forming in his personal life, and soon they would consume him. On the night of July 18, 2010, Lorenzen left the home of his ex-wife, Shara Wright Robinson, in Collierville, Tennessee. It was the last time anyone would see him alive. In the early hours of July 19th, a chilling 911 call came through from Lorenzen's cell phone. The dispatcher could hear him speaking. Then 11 rapid gunshots. Then silence. Bizarrely, the dispatcher didn't report the call until 10 days later. That delay hindered the search and may have cost investigators crucial early evidence. Lorenzen's family reported him missing on July 22nd. On July 28th, his decomposed body was found in a remote wooded field. He'd been shot multiple times. Memphis was in shock. A $1 million NBA player, beloved by fans, left to die alone in the woods. Despite the public outcry, leads were scarce. Years went by without arrests. Rumors swirled, fingers pointed, but nothing stuck. Shara Wright, Lorenzen's ex-wife, was often in the spotlight. Some found her behavior odd. She had reportedly received a $1 million life insurance payout after Lorenzen's death. Money meant for their 6 children. Police even searched her home in 2010, finding burned metal fragments and a cryptic letter addressed to both her and Lorenzen. But it wasn't enough to make an arrest. In 2014, Shara settled a confidential lawsuit over how she had spent the insurance money. Still, no one had been charged in the murder.
Then, in 2017, 7 years later, a breakthrough came from an unlikely place, the bottom of a lake. In November 2017, investigators recovered a gun from a lake in Walnut, Mississippi. Ballistics confirmed it was the murder weapon. That led them to a man named Billy Ray Turner, a church deacon and landscaper, and a close associate of Shara Wright. Just a month later, on December 5th, Turner was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Then came the bombshell. On December 15th, Shara Wright Robinson was arrested in California. She was charged with facilitating her ex-husband's murder. The pieces were finally coming together. And what they revealed was chilling. Turner and Shara had attempted to kill Lorenzen weeks earlier, but that plot failed. This time, they succeeded to cold, calculated, and cruel. Authorities alleged that Shara and Turner conspired to kill Lorenzen for money, specifically the $1 million life insurance payout. Shara reportedly lured Lorenzen to her home under false pretenses, knowing he'd be vulnerable. Shara tried to cover her tracks, even appearing in interviews to downplay her involvement. But the evidence was overwhelming. In 2019, Shara Wright pleaded guilty to facilitation of first-degree murder. She was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Billy Ray Turner went to trial in 2022. He was convicted of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and attempted murder. He received life in prison. Lorenzen's family, especially his mother, Deborah Marion, never gave up. Her relentless push for justice helped keep the case alive. The city of Memphis finally had answers. But for Lorenzen's 6 children, the pain remains. Their father, a gentle giant, a star athlete, was taken by the very person who should have protected him. Thank you for watching. If you found this case compelling, subscribe for more true crime stories that reveal the truth behind the headlines. Until next time, stay safe. And stay aware. Lorenzen Wright's story is one of triumph, tragedy, and betrayal. He rose from humble beginnings to the NBA. He gave back to his community. He inspired thousands, but his light was extinguished far too soon, not by a random act of violence, but a calculated plan by someone he once loved. Today, his name lives on through scholarships, memorials, and the hearts of those who knew him. Let Lorenzen's story be a reminder. Sometimes, the darkest betrayals come from within.